Hi, I'm Kathy Schmidt. I'm the broker owner of Schmidt Realty Group. And if you're looking for a great realtor, you're in the right place today. I want to introduce you to my wonderful friend and colleague, Amy.Stewart. So Amy, thanks for spending a few minutes with me today and letting me introduce you to people.
Thanks for having me.
All good. So tell us a little bit about Amy.
Well, a little bit about me. I've been doing real estate for about 5 years now, but I've been thinking about doing it for about 15. It was a long road to get here. I live with my guy and my little dog Olive, who might be snoring during this little interview. If you hear snoring, not me or Kathy. That's I love my job. I love my life right now. I love this city.
I know you're a big Edmonton promoter, and you are really active in this city, doing a lot of things. If there's an activity going on, a festival or whatever, you're probably there. So, what's your story about getting into real estate? Because everybody has a journey of how they got into real estate.
Sure. Well, mine was always, I think the trajectory of my life was always leading me to real estate, and it was just waiting for the right time. Mm-hmm. So most of my jobs and my education has culminated to this. I've always been in customer service roles or sales roles, and my real skills are relationships, problem solving, and I love building and being hands-on. So this is kind of the perfect career for all of those things for me. In terms of relationships and, just being out and about and educating and holding hands with people.
Well, I know that you are very much a people person. I know that's your happy place, and I know being with you is always fun. So I'm not surprised to hear that the people part is a big part of it. But what's the thing or two that you most love about being in real estate? And it might maybe something even that surprised you that you hadn't thought about before you got into it. It's been a while now. If you can think back then.
Well, I think what's really fun about real estate, and what I hear from a lot of my clients, is just seeing so many different things. I think it's a pretty popular hobby to kind of look through Realtor.ca and snoop at properties. So that's always fun. It's fun to do it with other people. It's a little less creepy that way. And there's a lot of problem solving, and there's a lot of educating and just making sure that there's a lot of therapy involved sometimes too. So I love that part of really getting to know people and really getting down to the nitty gritty and just kind of being there for them in another aspect that I wasn't really prepared for, but I love.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because the product is houses, condos, but really, our business is education and helping people. And sometimes those conversations that we can have, when we can maybe hear something that they're saying that they maybe weren't even aware that they were thinking, and maybe just suggest, hey, what if we also consider this as another option? And to see that light bulb moment when they realize they have more choices. And I know that's something that you're really, really great at. You mentioned a few times problem solving, and I know you're like a dog with a bone. I will fix it. Yes. I will make this happen for my people.
Yeah.
It's great. So what can people expect if they're working with you as their realtor, whether they're buying or selling?
I think what I hear a lot from my clients in my reviews and testimonials is that there's a lot of no pressure. So it's not going to be overwhelming. This is completely in a client's hands. I'm just there to guide and hold their hand, and it's kind of a no pressure situation here. Even there's already a lot of pressure involved. Right. And a lot of stress. So I'm just here to make sure that all of those questions are answered and that we're going in the right direction. And you can also expect that it's going to be fun.
Yes, I can guarantee that.
It's a stressful situation sometimes. So you can expect some bad jokes from me, maybe some good ones, and we'll probably have a pretty good time.
Well, it's true. There's enough stress around, the surrounding whatever the need is to move, whether it's, a new job or relocating to a new city or, having a baby or a change in family status or whatever. There's usually a whole bunch swirling around. So
Right.
the last thing you need is pressure from your realtor. And I know that you're a very caring person. And I know that your clients can no doubt sense that from you. And there would never be anything remotely like pressure, more just a question of, is there anything else I could be doing to make this easier for you?
Right.
Yeah, and inject some humor. Also, you will also potentially, if they're lucky enough, maybe they'll get to meet Olive, who
Yes.
is rather famous. You'll see a photo of Olive in a minute here. So what's something that people often ask you when they find out you're in real estate? Because I know everybody loves real estate. It's this glamorous business, right?
Yeah. Well, I often hear, how do you like it? That's
Mm.
and my answer is always the same. I really do love it. But it's usually how's the market?
Yes.
And that's just, it's ever changing. So it is interesting to be, and people are hearing things from different sources. So it's always fun to kind of come back and answer that question, which can be answered in a million different ways. But that's the most typical question. How's the market?
Yeah. How is the market? And that's like, well, which market exactly?
Right.
And I think you and I are similar in that we both love a lot of variety and we thrive on change and being active and things. So for myself, I can say I've never been bored once in real estate, and I suspect that's been the same for you.
Exactly.
So yeah, it suits you well. It suits you
well. And like you said, with being out about in Edmonton and at events, and the other day I was asked that same question, and I thought they were talking about the downtown market, like the farmers market. And I was like, oh, it's great. Got some carrots. Not that market.
Not that market. That's awesome. There you go. There's Amy in a nutshell. I love that. I love that. So when you're not busy working, what do you love to be doing in our fabulous city and area surrounding it?
Oh, everything and everything. So I'm pretty good at finding some secret spots. You'll find me at story slams or at open mics. You'll find me at karaoke. You'll find me at a hockey game, festivals, concerts. I'm kind of just everywhere. A couple of those are from the mountains. I love to hit the mountains with friends. Yeah. Olive doesn't look too happy in that photo.
Probably a little cold, maybe a little cold for her that day.
Snow means no. So yeah, and then my parents live in BC, so we often take trips out there, and she's got her own little life jacket for adventures.
Aww. And tell us a bit about the picture on the right there.
Oh, that's just me at karaoke.
Yeah.
It's always a fun time. Try to get as many people on stage to back me up as possible.
Well, I know music is a big part of your life, and I know you're pretty talented. You're too modest to say anything, but I know it's a big part of your life. That's a big part of your social circle as well is the music world. And yeah, it's just wonderful to be able to have this wonderful city that has so many opportunities to enjoy so much music and to make music of your own as well. Well, and I know that also in addition to that, you're pretty involved in community things. What's happening in this one?
This is me with my Rotary Club. So I've been a Rotary Club Rotarian for 2 years now, and I'm the Sergeant at Arms in my club currently. Awesome. And we're just starting to get back out into the community because everything was kind of halted for a little while. But it's really what I love doing in my spare time as well, is just getting out and doing things and helping people and finding ways to do different kinds of meaningful work and inviting people to do it with me.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. So I got a chance to introduce my wonderful friend and colleague to people. So if you are in need of a realtor for buying or selling, or just have a question, don't be shy. Amy will be more than happy just to have a conversation, help you out with whatever information you like. And like I say, if you're lucky, maybe one day you'll get to meet Olive as well. So thanks, Amy. It was great spending some time with you. I'll catch up with you later. Bye for now.
Kathy.